Reservoir Dogs has earned its place on the shelf.
I don't think we got set up. I know we got set up. I mean, really, seriously, where did all those cops come from, huh? One minute they're not there, and the next minute they're there? I didn't hear any sirens.
Reservoir Dogs is now one of my favorite movies I've ever seen. It's brilliant. The first, like, half of the movie, the middle of the first half of the movie, I found boring. Because when Mr. Blonde and I can't quite remember the other guy's name, Sean Penn's character, he and I forgot the older guy, like the oldest guy there, they were talking. That I found that very, I don't know why I found it boring. But when the older guy said, "Hey, how do you feel like working with 5 other guys?" And then from there on, I was mesmerized by the film. I was watching it in the full screen version. But I thought it was gonna be the full screen, you know. But no, it's like the black bars. It's like there, like where my hands are is what, like where I am is what you're watching. The rest, like over here and over here, that's just black. And then I don't like it when it's like that. So last night my dad got bored of it, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of. So let's just go to bed. And I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll finish it. I mean, today. I'm glad I did. I wanted to watch the beginning all the way to the end because I couldn't really understand what they were saying because we had to have the TV low because it was at night and we didn't want to disrupt our neighbors, so we didn't really raise it up that high. But now in the morning I could raise it up as high as I want, and I raised it up and I understood what they're saying, and it was brilliant. I think I got bored of it last night because I couldn't understand what they're saying. Now that I understood, like, the context, it's phenomenal. This is a spoiler-free review because you have to go watch it. You just have to. It's a necessity. What can I say? Okay, the ending. I was not expecting this certain person to be this certain thing. Like, what? I'm glad it's not told in sequential order, because if it was, it would have ruined the ending. Like, if the Star Wars films, if the first 3 were released before the original 3, then it would have the original 3 would have been like, like the ending of Empire Strikes Back. Just in case if you haven't watched it, that scene would have been like pointless. But one certain person was this certain person, was like secretly this kind of person, and then, yeah, oh my god, I was not I love it when films don't do that. I was researching Reservoir Dogs. There's some videos I wanted to watch on YouTube, but I'm like, no, what if they say some spoilers? I do not want to be spoiled or anything, and I'm glad I did. I was kind of spoiled, like, in the beginning when, I don't know if you guys don't know this, but I'm not going to say it because I love the beginning. Well, the beginning is technically them sitting at a table talking about Madonna, like a virgin, and Blue or something like that. I can't quite remember the other one. And then they talked about tipping. That 7 minutes was great because you got to, like, meet the Reservoir Dogs. And then when they were playing the Little Greenback, when they were walking out, it must be so awkward because, like, they're filming them just like walking without the slow motion. It looks so weird. Without the slow motion in the song, it looks like they're just walking. But they looked cool when slow motion. So, out of Devil's Advocate, Insomnia, The Wolf of Wall Street, Now You See Me, Curious Case of Benjamin Button, oh no, 300, Prisoners, Date Night, Ford vs. Ferrari. Out of all those movies I wanted to review, I have to review before Reservoir Dogs. I'm gonna release this spoiler-free first. You have to go watch it now. And then I'm like, a couple days later, I will do a spoiler-filled review. But I cannot express how much I love this film.
Who cares what your name is?
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You're Mr. White. You have a cool-sounding name. All right, look, if it's no big deal to be Mr. Pink, you want to trade?
Hey, nobody's trading with anybody. This ain't a goddamn fucking city council meeting, you know.